before we hand it over to Radiance to lead us for today's session. But thank you all so much for being here, joining us for today's webinar, Honoring Your Body. We have chair yoga with Radiance for celebration of International Day of Yoga. And my name is Jackie Zimmerman. I'm the manager of public education partnerships and e-learning at Mental Health America's national office. I'll just be here today to help moderate our session, be here for questions and enjoy the chair yoga, just like all of you are experiencing as well. Just a few notes before we get started. This session is being recorded and will be emailed out to everyone who's registered within 1 week. We currently do not offer CEUs, but if you would like to request a certificate of attendance, I'll put the link to that in the chat and it will be included in your follow-up materials. We will, like I said, be sending out the recording afterwards. You can go back, you can enjoy this again, you can share it with friends, family, coworkers. It's such a great time where if you're in the office, if you're working and you need that break during lunch or mid-afternoon to move your body, this is such a wonderful practice. So we're really grateful to have Radiance here today to help lead that. Radiance, I'm going to hand it over to you. Just so everyone knows, we'll be moving together, and then we will have some time for any questions or reflections you might have at the end. So feel free to put those in the chat. I'll be collecting them, and then we'll have some time to chat with Radiance. But without further ado, welcome, Radiance.
Hi, Jackie. Thank you so much. And hi to all my friends that are in the chat and watching. Maybe you're not feeling chatty today, and that's okay. I'm so honored to be here. It's another beautiful Friday here in Washington, D.C., nice and sunny, looking real radiance, as I like to say. And it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way to start out this weekend, which we're honoring the International Day of Yoga. And then we're also honoring the summer solstice, or like I say, the radiant solstice. And so why not be here and being able to move our bodies and cultivate our mind and our breath as well. So I just want you to have a moment to thank yourself for being here, and very, very, very excited. So I'm gonna go into our next slide, and I like to kind of introduce myself. This is gonna be more of an application. We're actually going to do the chair yoga class. I'm gonna back up and we're gonna really move our body, but I wanted to start out with, who is Radiance? Who is this girl that is helping us do chair yoga? So I just kind of want to start with, I like to say that I am a wellness, like a wellness bestie. I'm going to motivate you to be your best self. I am a former athlete, track and field, if there are any track and field folks here. So I ran track and field, and that's what really started me into my practice of honoring my body. And I'm a Gamecock. I hear some South Carolina folks, so go Gamecocks. And that helped me optimize my mind and my body. And from there, it really kind of like turned into running in longer distances. It turned into, what other ways can I honor and love on my body? And so one of those ways that I kind of stumbled into yoga was a way that I can connect back into my body and who I am in such a beautiful way. And so today isn't necessarily a teaching day of what is yoga. I want you to feel it and to experience it, and then be able to use that to go do your own research on what it is, because there's so much to it, right? It's so vast. Yoga for me is a daily practice, and not just the asanas, not just us moving our bodies, but showing up for ourselves every single day, for honoring who we are every single day. And so for me this morning, I had a wonderful morning routine. Y'all know I have to put on my oxygen mask first before I help and assist y'all. So I want you to know that you're coming in, or I'm coming in with beautiful energy, and I hope to just transfer that to you in what I am going to deliver today. Also, on another note, yoga and yogic practice, and even just curating your self-care toolkit, is a lifelong journey. All right, radiance next year, this time may need something more. So I do want to also note that I am not perfect. And whatever you're feeling for yourself, I want you to listen to your body. That's why I wanted to call this Honor Your Body, Your Unique Design. Now, for what's on the screen, energy, the word energy, the number 2, because I'm a Tuesday born, and radiance, that's how you can find me on these platforms. I'm doing it now. I'll say it again after. But for those who are just like, wow, okay, I want this to be the start and then be able to have items and resources to continue this practice, you can find me on, this is where you can find me on YouTube, Instagram. You can find me on Substack to grow with me, on Insight Timer to meditate with me. And so that's just like a high level hello. Now, if I gave you my full bio, we would be here for 18 years, all right? But I think that's what's important is that yoga helped connect me to myself, my mind, my body, my heart, and it's a daily practice that I've fallen in love with, and I've fallen in love with myself and tuning into my self-awareness. I look forward to sprinkling that with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing my screen and we'll come back to that screen a little bit later. And I want us to just set the tone, all right? Oh, I see hearts. Hello. Oh my goodness. I think when I'm sharing my screen, I can't see interactions. And I love Oh, thank you. See, I feel your energy. Thank you. I love interaction. So feel free to give me some hearts. Now, as you can see, I am in a nice little, what is this? Like a button up. I love sleeves, all right? And I also have on my work pants. So I'm just like you right now. I'm in a chair, I'm in my work clothes, I'm feeling good. I set the tone for my environment, and now I'm ready to move my body and to breathe on purpose. And like I always say, we like to start with our breath because our breath, it's what's going to take us to that next level of monitoring our body. So I'm going to stay up close before we move, and I'm going to lead us through some breath, all right? So here we are. It's 12:10. Let's get started with our chair yoga class, and we'll start out with some breath. In saying that, let's get cozy and comfortable where we are. Maybe you're sitting in a seat, maybe it's a stool, whatever feels good to you. Allow yourself to ground down here. Allowing your feet to be fully on the floor. Maybe your hands are resting gently on your thighs. And as you sit here in this moment, I want you to just breathe naturally. We don't have to force ourselves. We can just relax into our own breath. Our body is brilliant. It does it on purpose. And as we're here, allowing ourselves to just fall heavy. Maybe those shoulders are melting down towards the ground. Maybe you're resting your jaw. Maybe you're closing your eyes if that feels safe for you, or maybe you're looking at the tip of your nose. Look at all these options designed just for you. And again, we're tuning into our breath. I invite you to simply come to a moment of realization, and I'm going to ask you a question. What brought you here to practice today? Maybe as you breathe, you simply just identify what made you arrive here at this practice in this very moment today. Releasing all the tension in your body, more, more, more. Gravity is present and it's giving you a beautiful warm hug. Collectively, we'll take a few breaths together just to tune into the fullness of ourselves. So here, take a deep inhale in through your belly, rising to your chest, all the way to your head. And then exhale, releasing. through your mouth like you're blowing out a birthday candle. Inhaling in, head, all the way to your head. And then exhale, we release. Melting a little bit deeper each time. Inhaling in. Exhale, letting it go. Cleansing the space that you're in now. 2 more. Deep breath in. And exhale, letting it go. Last one, best one, my friends. Deep breath in, feeling the fullness of ourselves. And exhale, we release. And just identifying here, putting your palms together, rubbing them together in front of you, generating energy. Continue to rub. Here we are. Taking a deep breath in and out. One more deep breath in. And on your exhale, bringing your palms towards your face, feeling the energy that's permeating from your palms to your face. Where do you feel the sensations? Deep breath in and exhale. Bringing your hands down. Maybe you still feel those sensations. Allow your wrist to roll. How are we doing, friends? That was a little breath. As we allow our wrists to roll, maybe we start to roll our shoulders. Ooh, hey, shoulders. We're honoring our body, so let's go ahead and say what's up to the shoulders. Thank you, thank you, thank you, shoulders. Maybe we're letting our shoulders draw heavy and bringing our neck in circles. Continuing your breath. Hey, neck, how you feeling? Thank you so much. Beautiful. Maybe you Uno reverse. Feels good. Yeah. Continuing to breathe. I'm going to let you know now that I'm going to back up so I won't be able to see the chat. Now, you can chat with each other, but I'm just hoping that everything will be okay, and I trust that it will. So let me go ahead and back up. And as you do that, I want you to even start just moving your hips side to side. What's going on in there? And let me back up. You can see my fit check. Hey, hello. And so I'm gonna put my chair here. Can y'all see me? What's up? Hey, how are you doing? Hello, Monstera, my plants, my environment, my energy. So here we are. All 10 toes are on the ground. Also, me and my chair likes to talk if you hear it. So all 10 toes are on the ground. On this next inhale, we're gonna bring our arms out nice and wide. We're reaching. Hello, how are you? Exhale, we release. I want you to clasp your hands together, bringing that belly button into your spine, rounding your head into that hoop. Inhale, open. Exhale, we close. Inhale, open. Maybe 1% more. Exhale, we close. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, best one. Inhale, we reach out here, taking a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, we're going to close. We're going to clasp our hands together. And as we do that, we're going to bring those hands up above our head. So here's a nice little stretch here. So maybe we release that clasp to have our arms parallel. And I'm going to come up a little bit more just so I can bring me down. I feel like it's trying to identify me. I just want to make sure that you have the best view possible. All right. So here we are. So our arms are straight up. Let's take a deep breath in. And then exhale. I want you to bring that right arm down. Hello, I got to be careful of my plant. So here we are. Our left hand is all the way up and our right hand is down. So let's take a deep breath in here. And on the exhale, see if you can reach down with your right hand by lifting that left arm up and bringing it over towards the left. Now, as you know, I wrote your name on the ceiling before you arrived, so go ahead and take a look. So that brings our chest and our gaze up top. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Maybe we allow ourselves to bend into it a little bit more. One more. Inhale in and exhale. Beautiful. On the next inhale, that left or that right arm comes up, that left arm comes down. So first I want to focus on lengthening here, like we're really stretching, and then exhale. Ooh, left side, spicy side for me. So maybe you're bringing that left hand all the way down, that right arm up, looking up towards the ceiling for a deeper stretch. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, maybe we lean a little bit more. We're really feeling it on that right side body. One more, inhale. And exhale, beautiful. Now this time I want you to do a few arm circles on your own and just letting that movement. So keeping those hips solid. What does this feel like in your body? Going as fast or as slow as you need. Just opening up those shoulders here. And doing one more on each side, my friends. And then, oh, I'm sorry. And then we come back up, all right? So here we are. I want us to rise onto those toes. Hey, toes. And then coming back down on our heels. Inhaling, coming to those toes. Exhale to those heels. One more time. Inhale, toes. And then exhale, heels. Take a deep breath in. We reach up nice and tall. Maybe you're looking up. Get that nice length. And then on your exhale, dive down to touch those toes. So here we are, we're touching our toes. Allow your head to get heavy. So your head will be dropping down towards the floor. Taking another deep breath in and exhale. On your next inhale, I want you to honor your body by touching all systems. So hey, toes, rolling up our fingertips onto our shins, our calves, our knees, our thighs, our hips, our waist, our chest, our shoulders. And I want us to cross that right arm to go to the left arm, elbow, forearm, fingers. And then we come back over towards our right, fingers, forearm, elbow, shoulder. We come back to our neck, our head, maybe our cool hairstyle. And then we reach all the way up. That's our body. And it's here for us today. So let's take a deep breath and we rise back up. Exhale, we're going to dive back down. On the next inhale, we do that once more. But skipping each arm this time, just kind of coming all the way up. Last one, best one. Inhale, we reach up. Exhale, we dive down. Then we go ahead and roll up. This is our beautiful body. It's here for us today, and that's kind of cool. I love that. We love that. Thank you, body. Sometimes I like to just sing. All right, so this time, take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, bring that left hand on the outside of that left hand on the outside of that right knee. So here we are. We're going to take that right hand and we're going to grab something in the back. So maybe that's the back of the chair. Here, let me move a little forward so it identifies my face. There we go. Maybe it's the back of the chair. So either way, I want you to almost slice the outside of that right knee. We're going to lengthen our head towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, we're going to look back behind us. And so you may even want to use a little bit of resistance from that right knee and that left hand for a deeper twist. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Get ready. Deep inhale in and exhale. Maybe we're twisting a little bit more. Inhale in And exhale, letting it go. Last one, best one. Deep breath in. And exhale. Whew, beautiful. Taking that left arm up first, right arm to match. Let's dive down. Ooh, yes. Hey toes, all the way up. Beautiful. This is almost like a forward fold, right? And then we're rising all the way back up, being very intentional. Now take that right arm, take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to place that right arm on the outside of that right knee, my friends. Inhale that left hand up, we reach up, and then we take that left hand behind us. All right, so maybe that's the bottom of the chair or the top of the chair. But here we are, we're opening up that shoulder. We're going to take a deep breath in. We'll lengthen our head towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, we're going to look back behind us or just towards the right side, okay? Whatever feels good for you. Taking a nice deep breath in. We lengthen. Exhale, we twist. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Can you feel the sensations in your body? Deep breath in. And exhale. That was the last one. Beautiful. Right hand comes up, friends. Left hand to follow. Let's take a deep breath in. And on that exhale, now we're going to bring those hands behind us. Now, whether you're just grabbing your chair, there's so many different types of chairs out here, or whether you're interlocking your hands behind your chair, I want you to draw your shoulders up and then back. So our heart is open. And here we are, our knees, we're at the tip of our chair. Also, our legs are in a 90-degree position. We are sitting up on our hips. We're going to take a deep breath in and open mouth, sigh it out. Do you feel your shoulders dropping a little bit more? On your next inhale, we lift onto our tippy toes and then exhale, heels. You feel those calves? Inhale, tippy toes. Good afternoon, calves. Exhale, heels. Opening that shoulder one more time. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, heels. Beautiful job, friends. Releasing those hands. Let's roll those shoulders. Let's take this moment to just check in with ourselves. We did a lot of upper body here. How are we feeling? What's going on? So this is like, I like to say like a check-in with yourself to just say, all right, okay. So one thing that I realized is that my right shoulder, it has a little click to it. What's going on there? And it just allows us to just be able to have a kind of a menu, right, of services that we need to give our body. So whether that's just rest or, some more asanas, reversing those circles, adding in some neck. I like to use this almost like a child's pose a little bit. It's like just a time to just check in. So check in with yourself. What is your body telling you? Hmm. All right. So the shoulders held down and the arms. Now let's get into those legs. All right. Now, a lot of times we're sitting for such a long period of time. And even if we are doing some chair yoga, at least we're getting some mobility in, right? But if we're just sitting or you see how like much crunch that just happened. So we want to sit up and lifting our chest up. So let's get into those legs. On the next inhale, we're gonna lift that right leg. Let's see if can you take it about 6 inches off the ground in here, my wide leg pants. You see, I'm trying to put my foot in the frame. So taking it 6 inches off the ground, but keep both hips deep and heavy into the chair. So I don't want anyone lifting like this. We don't want to lean with it, rock with it. We want to stay anchored. All right, so let's take a deep breath in. And here we are, our leg is up. I want you to go ahead and write your dream salary with that right ankle. Now, I might be here for a couple days, but I got a couple zeros to put on that thing. So write your dream salary. Put some random numbers. It doesn't have to just say 100,000. Maybe it's $102,748. All right, what is it? There we go. Hey, ankles, because we're going to walk with purpose so that we can get that, right? All right. So here we are. Let's bring that leg down. Ooh, you feel the difference here? You feel a little bit of hip action. All right, let's go into that left side. Inhale that left leg up into the air. Ooh, My goodness, let's just let it hold, taking a deep breath in and exhale. Now let's go ahead and write, I don't know, let's say your dream, one of your dreams. What do you want to do with your left leg? Here we go. One of my dreams is to travel the world teaching. Oh my gosh, hold on, be here for a while. Teaching people how to regulate their nervous systems. Systems. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna put that down. That burns a little bit. Now I want you to inhale that right leg up again, and then we're gonna bring it out, ooh, to the side. Again, anchored in your hips, okay? We wanna stay anchored to the hips. So let's bring it back in. We're not gonna put it down just yet. Exhale to the side. Inhale back in. Exhale, letting it air out. Now, I want you to bring that right ankle on that left thigh. Ooh, wow. Okay, just let it sit. What's going on? What's going on in there? Let's just check in. Hey, hey, hips. Wow. Okay, I didn't know they were that tight in there. And that's okay. So maybe we take this time to just rock side to side, just gently. All right. Now let's gently place our right hand on our right knee, our left hand on our ankle or our shin. Let's take a deep breath in here and exhale. Releasing tension, you're safe. Now on the next inhale, go to the tippy toe of your left leg. Wow. You feel the expansion? Exhale, we come back down. Inhale, tippy toes, my friends. Exhale, we release it down. Wow, we're making space. Look at us making space. Inhale, last one, tippy toes. Exhale down. Now we're going to bring our heart towards our shin, okay? So as we gently, we're not pressing down too hard. We're gently resting our hands here. We're gonna take a deep breath in here. And on the exhale, bow your chest towards your shin. You don't have to really meet them, just bow. I want you to keep that straight spine, okay? Inhale, we're coming back up. We have 3 of these. Number 2, exhale, bow. Are we able to let gravity get us a little closer? Ooh, yeah. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, we bow. All right, now here we're gonna linger. Maybe you wanna bring your forearms, ooh, towards your legs. Wow. Maybe you let those arms, if you're feeling real open today, let those arms in front and let that head drop. You'll feel the difference here. Wherever you choose today, maybe you want to just line here. All right, so let's take 3 breaths. Inhale. And on your exhale, send that breath towards your hip. Deep inhale in. Exhale. Last one, best one, friends. Inhale in and exhale. Ooh, inhale, we're coming back up. Nice and gentle. Wow. Ooh, and my left side's a spicy one. I wonder what that one's gonna feel like. So let's gently bring that leg back up and over. I want us to just do some leg circles. Straighten that leg. Oh my goodness. Wow. And close it. Oh, this feels so good. Again, honoring your body. And sometimes, yes, it feels a little spicy, but it just means that you're creating space. You're creating space for your body to move and have new forms of energy. All right, there we go. Now, this time, I want us to take a deep breath in and out. Inhale your arm, or bring your arms to your side. Inhale your arms up. Bring your hands into a prayer. Exhale, we're going to bring them down towards our heart. Let's just check in with our heart. Relax your shoulders. Can you feel your heart beating? Taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. Now, on your next breath, I want you to just notice the sensations in your body. Can you feel a difference in one side of your lower half than the other? When we become so in tune with who we are and how our body feels, we can make clear decisions from there. And if it comes through just moments of pause and reflection, just like this. So, one more breath before we get into that left side. Deep inhale in and exhale. All right, inhale. Let's bring those arms up one more time. Ooh, hey, shoulders. Let's head up, look up. Then exhale, we bow, forward fold, all the way down. Inhaling, touching all of our cells and our legs until we get back to our wonderful seated, grounded position. Now, this is an opportunity to, you know what we did last time. So instead, if you need to, like, okay, let me wiggle around, let me get something new, then you can do that. All right. So let's get into that left side, friends. Inhale that left leg up. Ooh, all right. I have to like give my left leg a nice little hug. Come on, we got this. And then on the exhale, bring that left leg out. Beautiful. Now let's take a deep breath in here. And exhale, we close. Inhale. We're going to just open and close according to the breath that feels good to you, actually. And exhale, close for me. Inhale, we're open. It's okay if you're screaming a little bit like me. Exhale, I told y'all I'm a work in progress. One more. Inhale, we're out. And then on that exhale, take that left ankle and cross it over that right knee. Yeah, there it is. So this is what it looks like before. You see the angle? It's okay if you're not all the way down. But this is our opportunity to just maybe maneuver. I know that sometimes when I lean this way, my knee, because one of my superpowers, my friends, is that I've had 2 ACL surgeries. And this is why yoga is so important for me, because it helps me stay connected with how my knees are feeling. So if anyone is like, oh, my knees, I see you. I see you, friends. Okay. And I hold space for you. So maybe we're shifting a little bit side to side just to open up some space in those hips or those knees. And again, do what you need to do. Maybe this is just good for you right now. Okay, that's an option too. So here we are. Bow. Left hand resting gently on that thigh, right hand on that foot. And first, we're going to activate a little bit more space. So on your next inhale, lifting to the toes of that right foot. And then exhale, we come down. Do you feel that in your left hip? Inhaling, we're coming up. Exhaling a little bit further down. Relaxing your shoulders. Inhale up. And exhale down. All right. Let's let our heart bow towards our shins. So we take a deep breath in here. And on that exhale, allow your heart to bow. So keeping your gaze up. We don't want to be like this, okay? Oh, that spine, that neck. So stay looking at me and just allow your heart to draw forward. Inhale up. Exhale, we bow. And maybe we have more space this time. Inhale up. And exhale, let's bow down, friends. Ooh, last one. Best one. Deep breath in. We rise, get all that good air up top. And then exhale, we bow. Now, this time we sit and linger at what feels good for us. And maybe, oh, hey, left side, maybe you arrive at your forearms or just like this. Maybe if you're feeling very open and free, Your arms come in front and you allow your heart to get even further. But again, gravity's in the room with you and it says hello. So take what you need. We have 3 more breaths. Inhaling in and exhale. Inhale in deeply. Exhale completely. Where can you soften? Last one, best one, friends. Deep breath in and exhale. Ooh, yes. Gently come up. Oh, left side. Thank you for working with me today. Let's bring that left leg down. Maybe some circles here. Mm, Anyone else is a spicy left side? All right, let's bring it back to the front and let's straighten. Wow. And close. Whew. Straighten, close, straighten, just as many as you need. It's also good. You can also do this on the ground. So for example, my feet are on the ground and I'm just like rolling back and forth with my heel. Okay. Again, make this practice as modified as you need it to be. All right, friends, we're rolling. We're back to home base. Let's roll those shoulders, that neck. And as you're doing this, can you feel sensations in the lower half of your body? What do you feel? What do you feel? Let's bring those hands down. Inhale your arms up. And then on your exhale, give me a nice goal post. Ooh, we're back with those shoulders. Deep breath in, we rise up. Exhale, forward fold. We're folding down to those toes. Hey, toes. We're going to rub the toes, the fascia, the muscles, all in our brilliant, beautiful bodies. We're going to arrive back up. And then on the exhale, bring that right hand down. We're coming over towards the right side. Inhale, we rise back up. Exhale, left side. Ooh, a little flush out for the top. Inhale, we rise back up. Exhale, split your arms over towards the right. So that right arm goes back, left hand forward. Take a deep breath in, we rise up. Exhale, we look back behind us. Beautiful. Inhale, arms back up, friends. We receive. Exhale, give me a goal post. Let's get some energy moving. Inhale, we rise back up. Exhale, that right hand over towards the left hand splits over. Inhale, we lengthen our spine. We are the tallest in the room. Exhale, we look back behind our back shoulders. Inhale, we rise back up, friends. Exhale, goal post. Inhale, we're back up. Exhale, we dive down. Ooh. On the next inhale, we roll up and we bring those shoulders back. One more good juiciness for you. Now I understand, depending on what you're wearing, I'm going to open out the legs to a nice goddess pose. I have my big wide leg pants on, but maybe if you have a dress, that's okay. You can like stay like this, or maybe you just have a blanket or something. Feel free to do whichever. I'm gonna back up just a little bit so you can see my toes, y'all. Hey, toes. Toes are on, or we are on our little tippy toes. Look right here. There we go. So tippy toes. Your toes are gonna be at about a 45-degree angle wherever you are. Let's go back down to your heels. And then right toe, down, left toe. Send those knees back if this is your choosing, right? Ooh, yeah. Inhale, right toe, up, down, and then left and down. All right, inhale those arms into the sky. Exhale, give me a goal post. Send those knees back. Yeah. Inhale, we're up. Exhale, we bring those hands down to our thighs. And we're going to bring that right elbow towards that left knee. So inhaling here, then we're going to shift, our chest. It's almost like lengthening that arm, pressing back in the most beautiful way, that right knee, and we're going to send that elbow. That elbow and that left knee have a little crush on each other. So they want to get as close as possible. And we're going to come back up. Ooh, that was good. Left side. One or two more each side. And again, the option if your leg is closed, maybe you're just coming down just like this. But again, just getting that nice stretch in, okay? One more, friends. There we are. Now I like to say do the butterfly. Back closed. And let's take a deep breath in here. And exhale. Again, let's do some shoulders and some head. Getting ready to land this plane, so I'm going to come a little bit closer once more. In the neck. And let's just take this moment to bring our hands by our sides, inhaling your arms up to a prayer and exhaling them at your heart. Finding your heartbeat in this moment. Can you feel your heart beating? What sensations are present in your body? Tuning into your breath, maybe you're closing your eyes and just having a moment to revisit that original question of what brought you to practice today and inviting in a question of how do you feel now? I end my classes with 3 breaths. Our first breath is for us, as we must put on our oxygen mask first, right? We must love and breathe first for ourselves. Our second breath is for our friends and our family, those who pour love into us. And our third breath is for those who are disconnected from themselves and not able to experience what this may feel like for them. So let's end this practice with our 3 breaths, and we'll start here. Dropping your shoulders, relaxing your shoulders, still tuning into your heart. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. And exhale, release. That one's for us. Breath 2. Inhaling in through the nose. And exhale, releasing out through the mouth. Sending love and energy to our beautiful, wonderful friends and family. Last one, best one, friends. Deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through your mouth as we send loving kindness to those who may be disconnected from their hearts. My name is Radiance. It's been an honor affirming you, moving your body, giggling with you, loving on you, sending good, beautiful, radiant solstice energy your way. As we celebrate this International Day of Yoga, may you always remember that you have an amazing, brilliant body and do all these beautiful practices to tune into it. I'm going to give you some resources after so that you can always remember how amazing you are. My radiance is a reflection of yours.
Thank you, Radiance. That was such a wonderful, almost 50 minutes in movement together. I don't know
Yeah.
about you all. I feel fantastic. Any
Mm.
reflections? Put them in the chat. How are you feeling? How was that experience for you? Any questions you have for Radiance? I know we have a little time before the end
Yeah.
of our hour. If you do have questions for her, feel free to put them in the chat. Put your reflections in. We can stay here in community for those if you have to leave and want some extra time back in your day too. Go ahead and take it. I know just as we were finishing with those final breaths The sun started to peek out by me. It was
Yes.
beautiful. I
Yay.
see these reflections coming through. Yeah, so
Yeah.
relaxed. Helps to
I'm like looking at the chat. I didn't see this. Oh my goodness, everyone, I love you. I love you. Look at all this great stuff. And so I did want to come in and say my gratitude to you. And duh, you deserve a gift. And so in saying that, I see someone saying, I would love to do this every morning. And so my gift includes a little chair yoga special chair yoga for you. So if you scan this QR code or the link here and using code MHA, it just gives me some feedback so I can be the best radiance I can be. And then also you get a special gift as well as the opportunity to get my brand new 30-day affirmation radiance reset that is being polished right now. You'll be the first person to get it so that you can have this type of practice for yourself every day, tapping in every day. So thank you so much, Jackie. I just wanted to mention that while looking at any questions as well.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I know that someone had said they couldn't scan. That's all right. We'll be sure to include all of these links in your follow-up too.
Yeah.
So don't worry if you weren't able to get something from the chat or on the screen today. We will be sending all this information out. I know we had a few questions just about some different types of movement radiance, and someone had asked a question, and this is a good one too. Any modifications you have when we're seated, if you can't cross your legs, either based on the chair you're in or physically able to for some of those, I'm thinking like you want to still get into your hips and feel some stretching there. Do you have suggestions for other ways folks can do that while at work or
Yeah.
something?
Definitely. So I definitely have some suggestions. Let me back up. Doop, 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 doop. So I understand, and that's why I wore these like nice wide leg pants. But when I was mentioning about dresses, so maybe if this isn't accessible, then this is, right? Or just kind of tuning in here. But the main thing is to get that movement. So maybe you're just kind of interlocking your hands on the outside of your knee and then just rocking gently side to side, just depending on what you have. And then also, left side, always both sides. And then one of the other options is to cross your legs. They say ladylike or like the lady-esque of crossing legs. And then drawing your heart down. As you can tell, that drawing your heart down really, let's say your knees kissing your heart. That's what I always like to say. Some of my body parts have crushes on each other, so my heart and my knees like mwah, give it a little kiss, and you can feel that in here. And then switching the sides. Again, it's something just to give you a little bit more openness. And so that's like an option from there. The other option is just being able to incorporate these on the edge of your bed before you go to sleep. I know that sometimes if you're at work that you're specifically in this, a nice cute outfit, fit check. I love a good fit check. But there's always opportunities to do this before you go to bed. Okay, maybe sitting on the couch watching a movie. There was a time when I would be watching watching TV, and every commercial break, I had to stretch. I had to do a little chair yoga. And then by the time it came back on, I was like, ooh, okay, I'm cool. So finding ways to integrate this into your habits and finding things that work for you.
I love it. It feels so good, and it's just such a good reminder, especially for so many people that are sitting for most of the day at work, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours, that there's ways that you can take those little breaks. You can find that movement. It helps just reset your focus too. I find
Yes.
that beyond just the physical tightness, just that quick release of movement, getting blood flowing, some endorphins in the body. It just feels good to reset mind, body, connect
Yeah.
throughout the day. Yeah, any more questions? Feel free to pop them in the chat. I think there was
Yeah.
one other one. Someone had mentioned that they have trouble, or their partner does, breathing through their nose,
Mm,
um, due to some surgeries and things like that. How
okay.
would you suggest people start to work on that deepening breath work if that's
Yeah.
not quite as accessible.
And you can always integrate in mouth breathing, right? So I love breathing through the mouth because that helps me release more. So
Yeah,
even if it's like in through the nose, out through the mouth,
yeah.
or through the mouth, out through the nose, like as a practice, ultimately climbing yourself back up to that space. And if not, find a way, or you can just leave your lips gently pursed and
Mhm.
just practice through the mouth, but maybe integrating in the nose because we do still want to strengthen that muscle. We don't want to discount the nose forever. So
Yeah.
still strengthening the muscle of breathing in. I also do want to, Joanne, I know you said a painful pull in your abs when you try to bow over, but it subsides with subsequent breaths. And that's true. If it's a painful pull, again, you don't have to go the full route. Sometimes my bowing over, it's literally a
Mm.
centimeter because I'm that tight. But that's why we did the 3 reps. And you saw, oh, okay, maybe it's a centimeter and a half. And then it's 2 centimeters, right? So sometimes if it's a pull, pull back, okay? And go to what feels okay for you. And then, like you said, keep breathing through that. And that's life, right? What we think of our body, that's life as well. And so just giving those as options and wanting folks to, again, design something that works for your body. You are uniquely designed. And now I have a design of 2 new knees, right? So how did I shift and change according to that, or did I just stay the same? You never do. Change is inevitable, so continue to explore your body all the time and what it's saying to you.
Yeah, thank you for that. I think that's what's so great about this type of practice, and especially, in a chair that we are sitting in all day, is just remembering to meet your body where you're at, making those slight adjustments, even as you were talking through it, that slight reach, a slight adjustment. I noticed today I'm feeling tight in places that sometimes I'm not. And so I feel like this was just so wonderful to really be able to tune in, like you said, and just focus on where you're at today, meeting yourself there with grace. And it's great to see how we're able to
Yeah.
slowly, when integrated into daily practice, build
Right.
up and become stronger, more flexible.
And what's really cool, for those who follow me, make sure I remember Energy to Radiance. I just came back from Ireland. And so when I say I was doing chair yoga on the 8-hour direct flight, oh, like I had to. It was probably cool for the for the travel or the travelers just to see me in the seat with my hands up, just at least trying to get a little stretch in and sitting in the airports, during layovers. So how can we take this practice even outside of work, right? Maybe it's like it's summertime, go sit on a park bench and just do some movements as you're watching the sunset. Get creative in ways in which you can honor and tap into your body, or whether that is traveling a lot, because we're all traveling during the summer as well. So I don't know, I love this and I love being here with you, Jackie, with Mental Health America, and just like brainstorming like ways in which we can just move our bodies and inspire others to do so as well.
Absolutely. We love having you. It is always such a wonderful practice. And it's movement for our bodies, but it's beneficial to our minds, to our mental health. Finding that time to connect with your body, to release those endorphins, to feel good, to be intentional with your breath. There's so many great benefits for not just our physical, but our mental health. And that's why we love being able to have you and have everyone on and join and participate. And maybe this was something new for you today. Maybe you haven't tried yoga before, and this is like that first step into exploring what it could look like. I just want to remind you all, I know we're closing up at the end of our time here. Radiance and Jerry put some amazing links in the chat. Radiance has so many different opportunities to move with her, to have different videos that you can play. Like she said, whether you're at work and need a break, or you're traveling, or you want some full body movement, there's so many ways to stay connected to Radiance and make sure that you're able to move your body when you need it. So if you weren't able to pull those links out of the chat, I know sometimes our computers can be tricky. We will send them in your follow-up materials. I know people were asking, is it recorded? Yes, it's recorded. We will be sending this out to you within the next week, along with all the resources. And I just wanted to flag, I'm going to put the link in the chat. We have an opportunity to move again with Radiance next month in July. We're going to have another special chair yoga session, but this time it's going to be in honor of BIPOC Mental Health Month, which is in July. So in addition to the really powerful movement in chair yoga, Radiance is going to be here to integrate some affirmations, quotes from BIPOC mental health leaders and pioneers that will really help deepen our practice in July. So please register for that if you're able. We're looking forward to seeing you all back here again soon. I just want to give a huge thank you to everyone who joined. Maybe you tried something new. Maybe this is part of your daily practice and you were able to join us today for it. Either way, thank you for being here, for posting your questions, your reflections, being so engaged in the chat. We always love to have you. And hopefully we will see you again in July. But thank you, Radiance.
Yes, thank you, Jackie, and thank you, Mental Health America, for offering resources, applicable resources for you to enhance your mental health, your body, your mind, your enjoyments for life, and enjoy the summer. Summer's here. Happy International Day of Yoga, friends.
Yeah, thank you all for joining us this Friday. We hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday weekend. Maybe tomorrow, since it's official International Day of Yoga, tomorrow you take some of what we did today and try it out, see how you like it. But thank you all for being here, for spending time with us, and huge thank you to Radiance and Sherry.
Thank you. Love you. Mwah.
Thank you all. We will see you back here in July. Looking forward to seeing everyone.
Bye.